Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode of ERP. That's right, ERP, three little letters that stands for Androgynous Roddy Piper. We had to look up what androgynous meant because androgynous is a word I'm familiar with. Androgynous, not so much. The results may surprise you. Picking up where we left off last week, the Devil's Advocates traveling through the Iron Golem Peaks to communicate with this Goliath tribe known as the Bloodkrieger, or Blood Warriors in Giant. The Devil's Advocates encountered a number of obstacles, whether it was their own lack of tracking skills, being attacked by a Hydra in order to retrieve a magic artifact that they believe could be used to barter their way into the city, or a large metal bull on a bridge. Ultimately, after dispatching the Gorgon, as it is known in the monster manual, through use of an anti-life shell and gravity, the Devil's Advocates cross the bridge, only for Alastair to be distracted by a small white fox, which his little joyful heart decided, I'm going to chase the fox, which he did. Alastair, after searching for your fox for a few minutes, you decided to give up the chase, remembering the words of an orc that you had encountered passing in the night of something about ghosts, is how Alastair put it. Returning to the group, you all began traveling further up the Iron Golem Peaks, eventually encountering these large, pale green, eyeless pterodactyl-like creatures, which hunted you. Luckily, with use of Pass Without a Trace and some good stealth checks on your part and poor perception checks on my part, you avoided them. Except for Moe's familiar, which did not avoid them. Eventually coming to a mountain pass, you heard the trademark sound of these creatures, only to look around the edge of the mountain pass and see two of them cornering this small, white, three-tailed fox. Now, Alastair, you have seen this fox before. The rest of you have not. So this is where we're going to start. So, at this point, you are all standing there. You're relatively hidden. None of you believe that you have been, I'm going to say spotted, but that obviously is incorrect. And this small fox-like creature is hiding behind a boulder and kind of huddling up behind it as there is these large, again, almost pterodactyl-like creatures kind of trying to find their way in. What would you guys like to do?
And we're all seeing this?
Yes, everyone sees that.
Alright, Zane goes, huh.
Like we can see clearly that the white creature is like, is it being attacked? Is it like in a foxhole? Is it
Make a perception check.
Okay, thank you. Apparently Scott really liked my foxhole.
I enjoyed it as well.
A 1.
A 1.
A nat 1. For the first
A nat 1? It is... you see the shock of white for but a moment, Alastair, and then it kind of goes back behind a rock. You know it's there, but you can no longer see it. A matter of fact, you're a little put off because as you look to your right, you note that this area that you're at is a long drop. As you notice that this is a cliff, and you can see a river below. Once the map loads for all of you. It is a large map. So, that should give you a better visual as to what I am describing here. Just let me know when you're all on it.
I'm good.
There we go. Oh, those things look terrifying.
Somebody chuckle, and that worries me. Can we all see the map?
Nope.
No, not yet. Still loading. It is a large map, ultimately, so.
I looked at it and I was like, that's not a large... Oh, the scale. Yeah.
Oh, that token's not that big. Oh, wait.
That's not my token.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's not a me. That's a you. Oh.
The reason I chuckled was when I zoomed in on the kitsune,
Holy shit.
I actually thought for but a moment it was this.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
And that's why I chuckled.
Fair. Yes, I'll die. All right, so everyone has the map by the sounds of it?
Mm-hmm.
Negative.
Still no?
No.
Oh, no.
My
Wow, you're
PC
good.
is being shit. It's
Oh,
it's
okay.
only one. It's the last chunk.
It's probably the map. Remember, these are done as regular images, which typically after the session on Sundays can be found on our Twitter page, because free maps for digital play are actually surprisingly difficult to find, and that's upsetting. So, to the world they go.
Especially ones that aren't watermarked with
Watermarked, or you have to pay a fee to get them the proper size. So, free, and free they forever shall be. I say that now, so if at any point we try to charge for maps, somebody come to my house and just beat me with a sock full of quarters.
There we go.
All
Like
right.
how Ego Raptor said that if he ever made a Let's Play for someone to kill him.
Did he?
Yeah.
All right, good to
It's a
know.
lot of death.
This just in. Ego Raptor's fucking dead. All right, so you guys have the visual.
Yep.
Alastair, you are distracted with that nat one right now. You're kind of looking over that edge going, oh, that's a long way down. And at this point, you're kind of looking, you're like, oh, maybe they're just, really small trees close up. And then you see clouds going over. And you realize how far up you guys actually have gotten over the last couple days. So what would you guys like to do?
I'm distracted, so I'm not helming this one.
Yep.
Are we just gonna hide, or because I'd rather not, things that don't have eyes are bad enough, but
It is best
Is this
without
the only way up
distraction.
the mountain?
The only way that we are able to go.
if only Zaz had that flying carpet.
Right?
See, if they didn't fly, we could just push them off the mountain and let the
You're talking, but something's being attacked over there.
There's the number I'm looking for. So with that last little bit of scolding, Quirin, you see one of the creatures, number 2, kind of turn its head backwards for a bit, and it kind of rotates. And as it turns around, you guys notice that it doesn't have any feet. It's just wings and head. And it kind of turns, and it opens its mouth directly at you, and you can see it's where a tongue should be. You can see this bulbous organ start vibrating, and you hear that. What are you guys doing?
I would like to remind you that I still have, I have my sword in my hand still, right? Yes.
Yep. Yep, you should.
Let me just check something really quick.
Yeah, no worries. Take your time.
Is there anything to hide behind?
You see trees. You see a rock.
Okay, just, sometimes
The-
you can't
the-
get everything on a map.
Yep, nope. In this case, the map is accurate.
I am going to cast Thunderous Smite at first level.
Okay.
So instead of the normal fire that erupts from my sword, it kind of just pulsates with almost like a cloudy, pulsating essence around it. And I am going to wait for something to come and attack me.
What is the spell called?
Thunderous Smite.
Thunderous Smite. So,
I can read the spell if you'd like.
if you could, yeah.
The first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during the spell's duration, your weapon rings with thunder that is audible within 300 feet of you. That attack deals an extra 2d6 thunder damage to the target. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 10 feet away from you and knocked.
Okay, so it does the thundering once it hits something. Okay,
Yes.
that's what I was actually listening to here. So, the creature, you see Alastair kind of pull out his sword, and it kind of lightly begins clouding and pulsating, as he said. And this creature is slowly flying towards you.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god.
And Zane, saying, "Oh God," you see it kind of close its mouth, and it is going to. One sec here. Going to kind of rear back a bit, and is going to open its mouth, and you see just the air around its open maw kind of ripple as a sound fills your ears of just a and at Zane's feet, in the middle of all of you, there is a loud just and you all feel yourselves starting to be pushed by this sonic explosion. I need you all to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oof.
Let's not put that in random fun.
I saw that coming.
Yep.
Oh, I know it ran that one!
Also a nat 1.
Zane and Alastair fucking it up.
Well, that's a
This
22
is
for
not
me.
much better.
What? Quirin succeeds
Yep.
on the dex save?
Yep.
Nat 19. Nice.
So, Quirin, you're able to jump out of the way in time just to see your comrades go flying 15 feet away from the blast.
Ooh.
Zane, you are off the map there, but it's pretty much the same terrain. And Zaz, we're going to push you back here. And each of you, with the exception of Quirin, are going to go ahead and take 16 points of blood.
Okay.
And I guess at this point, we're all rolling for initiative. So if I could get initiative rolls from you all now.
On that one. Great,
Nice.
Zane goes first. Oh no, not Zane!
Nat 20.
Thank
You couldn't have saved that for a better roll, Scott.
All right,
I'm
so
sorry.
higher than a 20. We have Mo, then Zane.
Yep.
Okay, just writing this down here.
That might be my best initiative roll ever.
It
Actually,
can't
it's-
get any better.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that.
Higher than a 15. Oh no. Oh no. I'm just looking at them here. We got what, a 10 and 2 9s?
Yep.
Oh Jesus, guys. Who had the
Some
10?
of them were good.
Yeah.
My
Oh,
Discord is pausing, so be warned.
Oh, your Discord is pausing?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened there.
That's weird. Okay, so we are now in initiative order. Mo, top of the round, you are up. What would you like to do?
Not good. Sorry, I'm just trying to check spell distance.
Yep.
That's important. Oh, just some of them are a little. I'm going to. I'll just step. I'll stay where I am, and I'll just throw a chill touch at it until it. See if it's gonna engage closer.
Okay. So go ahead and make your roll on that.
Should we change the music?
No, I'm going to keep it on this one, actually. I'm not sure how long this could go. If it gets intense, I will change the music.
20?
A 20 does hit, yes.
Okay. Oh, that sucks. 3.
3 points of damage.
3 points
What?
of damage.
Now,
necrotic.
I'm going... Necrotic, yes. So I'm going to state this now. I'm going to need to know what damage type things are.
Okay.
Okay?
It can't regain hit points until the start of my next turn, and if it happens to be undead, it has disadvantage on attack rolls until the end of my next turn.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Does that end your turn? Mo.
Yes.
Zane.
Zane's right within range of Eldritch Blast. I'm gonna move my 30 feet back forward and cast Eldritch Blast.
All right. So go ahead and roll both beams at the one. Well, I guess you can only shoot
Yeah,
at
both
one.
beams at the one.
Okay.
So 2d20 plus 11?
Yes, I believe. Yeah. 11 to hit. Jesus. Keep forgetting that number's there.
No, I rolled 1d20. Okay,
Yep,
so I
just
got
roll
a
another
20.
d20. Yep.
A 20 and a 24.
Yeah, so both of those hits. Both of those hits. Both of those hit. Singular.
So 2d10 plus 5?
Be plus 10, because it'd be plus 5 to each beam.
Hmm. 21. Not 1! Come on!
Oh, 1 and a 10, though.
Yeah.
So 21 damage. So you see Mo shoots out this ghostly kind of cold hand that goes and kind of wraps around this being's throat for a second. And just as it grasps, the rest of you see these two pinkish purple beams boom, boom, hit on either side of what would be this creature's shoulders. Anything else for you, Zane?
No, that's it. I already moved.
All right. So at this point, the other creature, which is called an Earthak, kind of notices there's stuff going on and takes a look, or I should say like an echolocate towards that boulder. It gives one that's and turns. And it's going to use its movement here, and then it's going to really slipstream dash this direction here. And that is going to end its turn. It's moving towards you all, doing that sound. Alastair, you are up. What would you like to do?
Oh boy. Okay.
Excuse me.
I am going to 10. And then I'm going to hold my action until it gets within striking distance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just holding an attack?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Next up is Quirin and Zaz. You both, just for the sake of this, your actions will be simultaneous, but we're going to go one at a time because I have one brain. So we'll start with Quirin.
I am going to hoof it to about here.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to summon... Spiritual Weapon, level 4.
Ooh. All right. Let me just get that out for you. Wherever it is. Oh, there it is.
Right there. Perfect. And then I'm going to try hit it.
All right, so go ahead and make your roll.
26.
26 does hit, yes.
For 17.
17 damage. So you watch as this other one is coming to fly in. You summon your spiritual weapon in as best of locations you can think, almost in front of the one to block the attacks that it could be throwing at you, but still close enough that it could hit the other one if you want. And this thing, not being able to see, spiritual weapon just kind of appears in front of it, and the sound catches it off guard, and it's able to dig into this leathery, almost too tightly stretched wing that's hanging underneath it. That did some damage, like quite a bit actually. Anything else from you, Quirin?
Nope.
All right. Zaz, what do you got for me?
Hi.
Hi.
Probably gonna move. That was about, I think, there, right?
Yeah.
So has both of them been attacked so far, or just the one?
Just the one.
That would be number 2.
Number 2 is the one that has been attacked, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna call some lightning.
Okay. So is that a save from me?
Yep.
Oh, and that's a dex, I believe?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah, it fails.
Hurrah.
Don't even need to know your DC.
Boop. 23 damage.
23 damage. So, the sky, as this spiritual weapon is digging into the wing, it begins to kind of grow a little cloudy. And that's odd to all of you, because you can all look out and see the clouds below you on the cliff face there. And you look up, and there seems to be like a localized small storm cloud above this creature, as a lightning bolt comes right down and strikes it right on this horn that's on the top of its head where its eyes should be. And you watch as the thing begins convulsing, and for a split second drops to the ground before it comes flapping back up. That looked like it hurt a lot.
Can I ready a bonus action spell?
I don't believe you can ready a bonus action as you've taken your action. It would be readying an action. Right, so.
Okay. Then that's everything for me.
All right. The creature is going to... what do I do here? It's going to dash towards you. There's Zaz. And it's going to attempt to make a bite attack on you. That is a 23 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that
can
hit.
I get... while I roll damage, can I get you to make a strength saving throw, please?
Okay. 18.
18. Okay. So you take 20 points of piercing damage as the creature wraps its jaws around your midsection. And you feel its sharp dagger-like teeth kind of dig into your sides and in between some ribs. And you feel it squeezing as there's suddenly an upward pull. As you feel as if the creature is trying to take off with you in its mouth. You push down on its jaws and it kind of pulls back its head, but it is right in front of you, still kind of flying at attacking distance. That is going to end that one's turn. Let's see here. Alaster, you're the one furthest up right now. You see this tiny little face kind of poke out and look at all of you. As its eyes meet yours, Alaster.
Yep.
And it kind of goes back behind the rock. And to your amazement, out walks you. And it's going to begin going this way. It's going to dash and hide here. You're the only one that saw that. Top of the round, Mo, you are up. What would you like to do?
I will run up. Actually, I'm gonna go this way and try and attack and hide behind at the same time. And I'm going to, as my action.
Oh, you're cutting out a little bit.
No, sorry, I was facing
Ah.
the screen. Okay, so as my action, I'm going to use Green Flame Blade. For the
Okay,
first time.
remind me what that do.
So, melee spell attack.
Right.
Normal attack, and then if I hit, it's weapon damage plus Green Flame Blade's damage.
Okay.
And because there's no other enemies within 5 feet, you don't have to worry about flames jumping. So
Right.
just
Okay.
let me...
And it's only on the first attack, right?
It's on the first attack.
Gotcha. Okay, just making sure it wasn't a consistent thing.
Oh, add your modifiers. Oh, that fucked up. So that's
Now, one, you go to slide in to make a big epic attack, and you Zaz, you see the blade itself, his kind of spectral summoned blade, kind of flash green instead of the usual kind of darker, almost translucent gray that it is. And he goes to swing, and as he does, he goes to hit, and he kind of goes too high over, and you hit your wrist, Mo, on the being's kind of like upper forearm.
Oh, okay.
And your weapon drops out of your hand behind it.
Oh. Well, that's an action to pick it up, but
Yes,
because of thanks to War Magic, when I use my action to cast a cantrip, I can make a weapon attack as a bonus action. So I'm going to just try and attack again. I'll pick it
Now,
up next turn.
hold on one second. Let me quickly read Green Flame Blade here.
The people above me are playing bowling ball.
I can hear that.
Yeah, goddamn.
That was above you?
Yes.
Jesus,
I feel like
okay.
you dropped something in your room.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I see how it works here.
Yeah.
You cast the cantrip, but part of the casting of that cantrip is the spell attack, is the melee attack
Yeah.
itself. I see. Okay. Yep, alright.
So I'll roll an attack.
Yep, with your offhand.
Yeah. Nat 20.
Ooh. Alright.
Why couldn't I get this one attack ago?
That went 1 to 20 real fast. Alright, go ahead and roll your double damage there.
$16.
16. Do a bit of math here. I'm dropping shit everywhere. All right. You kind of drop your other one. You look at it for a second, and as you're still looking at it, you kind of like, I want to say like juggle flip your blade to the other side and the other hand, and just you come up underneath its chin, right where its chest would start, up its throat, and to the point of its beak, and you watch as it kind of as blood just begins pouring down its front. It looks real rough. Like on a scale of like 1 to 20 right now, it's looking like you're about like a 2. Like it's not looking great. Anything else?
Where did I drop it? Just I was looking at my.
It's just on the other side of the creature.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Okay.
Right, that's it.
Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
I suppose you know what? I want to run to the cliff side over here.
Okay.
Actually, I want to go over here. Is that okay?
Yeah,
Still
that's
within
fine.
range of my.
Yep.
And I want to cast Eldritch Blast at the one that's far away.
Okay. Go ahead and do those rolls.
20 plus. It's plus 5? Sorry.
To hit is plus 11.
Yeah, okay, that's. Here's first, 21.
Okay, again.
Here's the second, 27.
Yep, both hit.
Okay, so 2d10 plus 10.
Goddamn warlocks.
18. Ugh.
So you watch as it's still kind of flying in towards you, towards at least where Laster is there, Zane.
Mm-hmm.
And as it's just about to come to the point where it's about to stop and consider it its next move, just you kind of hit it at the bottom of it's this kind of weirdly this torso that almost looks like it just ends too early, if that makes sense. It's a very kind of strange anatomy this creature has, where the wings go right to the back of it. Think of the proportions of something like a moth, almost, as you kind of hit the bottom and you kind of throw it off its balance for a second. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
All right. It is now the creature's turn. The creature, having just been hit, opens its mouth and gives that. And it is going to fly right here and is going to take a bite attack against you, Alaster.
Do I get my action?
Yes, you do. Before it takes its bite.
Shazam! 13. Man,
13 does not hit. So you kind of you're kind of looking and you see Zane hit it and you're like, okay, you got it. You turn away for a second, you look back and it's right in front of you and you go to take that swing and it's just a little off. Its bite attack is a 25. Sorry, my brain just kind of stopped for a second. 25 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, I need a strength saving throw from you, please.
Okay.
Hopefully that's good.
14. No.
Okay. So you're going to take 22 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
As Zane, you watch as this creature grips its maw around Alaster and begins squeezing. You can kind of hear the teeth kind of bending the armor a little bit. As Alaster, the creature is going to pick you up in its mouth.
Yep.
And using its other action, begin flying off with its kill.
Okay.
So the rest of you see Alaster get picked up and is in this creature's mouth over this chasm here. Alastair, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, I could do something that'll absolutely just literally kill me.
Then don't do that. Congratulations, I've taught you how to play D&D. Don't die.
How far away is this? This cliffside here,
Yes,
is that stable ground?
it is, yes.
I'm going to cast Misty Step,
Yep, okay.
and I'm going to teleport right here.
All right.
That's my action. And then I'm going to hightail it to here.
Is Misty Step's a bonus action, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
you said action, so.
Sorry, yeah. And then I'm going to use Malthea to attack that flying nope.
Okay, yep. Go ahead and whip that flying nope.
Yeah. I believe it's still... $15.
15 does not hit.
Okay.
So, more focused on your escape, you teleport to the cliffside, you go running up and you kind of pull out the whip as fast as you can in hopes of getting some kind of damage on these things. And you just come up a little too short. Anything else from you, Alastair?
I'm going... Can I do an intelligence check as a free action?
Depends.
I want to know if I understand what I saw.
Okay, yeah, do an intelligence check, yeah.
Okay. $15.
You're able to assume that the creature turned into you.
Okay, all right. That ends my turn.
All right. Quirin, you're up first. You just saw Alastair make a daring run back.
Yeah, I'm going to ignore that.
Okay.
Over to here. And then I am going to... Fittings up.
Okay.
12. Oof.
12 does not hit. So it's interesting, Quirin, because you look and you see Alastair come back, you're like, okay, good for him. And you curl around and you bring spiritual weapon back behind this thing. And out of the corner of your eye, you see something gold. And you look, and to your left, just, a couple rocks down, you see Alastair, but Alastair with a facial expression that he doesn't usually have, if that makes sense. He's got this kind of look of inquisitiveness and just this very curious kind of head tilt about him.
Oh, God, no.
There is another one.
And
Anything else from you, Quirin?
gonna try and hit it with my Sacred Flame.
All right.
Not the other Alastair, the Thrak.
Burn it with fire.
That's a con save, right?
Dex save, 18.
Dex save, yeah, 18.
Yep.
It hits.
12.
12 damage.
Yep.
1 second here. What is its max health? I should write that down. Oof. So you're kind of distracted, and you get back. You're like, "Well, right, the thing." And just as you watch, as Zaz and Mo, you see this this radiant energy kind of goes along the wound that Mo had cut, and it seems to kind of cauterize it and simultaneously pull more of the flesh back as this gray glow comes from underneath, and the creature kind of lands on its wings and kind of and just kind of silently lies there.
All right.
Zaz, you were up next. What would you like to do?
Totally forgot I muted myself there.
Oh,
Let's see.
we all do it.
So the other guy there is flying away.
He's flying away. However, you can see that he's kind of stopped, kind of hovering there, as if, you know that feeling when you walk into a room, you're like, what was I just doing?
Mm.
He's got that kind of going right now.
Okay. I suppose while I still have my call lightning up, I'm gonna just use my action to cause another lightning strike.
The range?
Should be.
What's the range for call lightning?
It's a 60-foot radius.
60-foot radius off of you?
To wherever I put it. It's 120 foot that I can like move it around from.
Right. Okay. So you put it like centered on this creature right here.
We didn't really like play it out there, but quickly using the spiritual weapon. The other guy was about there, right?
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yeah. So even from there.
Okay. If that's where you want to center it, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Just for reference, if you guys don't want to use tokens, if you look at the top of map tools, there's a pointer tool, and next to it there's a measure distance along path. It'll change your cursor to a little tape measure and lets you do measurements.
Yep.
Just so you guys know. Okay, yeah, so that is a save from me, correct?
Mm-hmm.
9.
It's a dex 15.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Shadoop. 20.
20. As it's kind of they're floating, kind of looking around, very confused. There's just a as it just and it kind of disappears below the cliff face for a second as it flies back up, kind of smoldering, and there's these kind of burn marks, and you can see the veins underneath its skin have kind of darkened. That hurt.
Cool.
A lot. Anything else from you?
Move over to the side of this guy, and
All
I'm good.
All right. Quirin, that Alaster that you see kind of morphs a little bit. And suddenly there's a you. With that same kind of confused look. And it's going to kind of, in a way that upsets you as it's your visage, kind of like daintily skips this way. And kind of looks at you. And kind of goes... It's going to use its bonus action. It's going to go... It's going to vanish and appear right there, Alaster. And Alaster, just to note, all you see is this kind of wisp to your right as you turn, and you see, for as much as you know, Quirin next to you on the cliff face there.
How the hell did you get over there?
1 second here.
The shenanigans this is gonna cause. Oh no.
1 second, I'm just reading something.
And here we discover that Tanner's secretly been making a soundboard of all of her voices in character.
Yeah, that would be something. Yeah, so as you turn and you see Quirin kind of standing at the edge of this cliff, you watch as Quirin 2, Electric Boogaloo, kind of holds out his arms, and you see this white energy kind of go down his arms, and it's the strangest thing as next to him another and another and another appear on this cliff face. And that's going to end its turn. Mo, you are up. So you kind of clue in first as you get up and you turn and you see Quirin behind you, and you look and there's 4 Quirins standing like arms outstretched on the cliff face. What would you like to do?
But before I get to that, it's an action to pick up my weapon, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 weapon fighting. I'll say you could use a bonus action.
Okay. I'm just gonna pick it up. Look at Quirin. Nice magic. Before he can even respond, I'm going to jaunt this way and just 1 sec. Spells. I'm not in range, so do something interesting. I'm gonna cast wait, because it's within I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness. So
Okay.
that's roll to hit. $16?
16 is the armor class.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that is I'll roll the poison damage.
Zane, you are on deck. Be aware.
Yep.
So 7 points of poison damage,
Okay.
and it has to make a con saving throw,
Okay.
BC 15, and if it fails, it's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
All right. Well, let's mark that it's poisoned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm not rolling too well.
All right.
You
That's
watch
cool.
as those black veins, Mo, go from like a charred black to like a dark, sickly green. As it kind of its beating wings begin to go a little bit slower, and it doesn't look too hot. Zane, you're up. What would you like to do?
Well, the Quirins are now in my way.
Yes.
Zane kind of stops and he's obviously very confused. Zane can't really do anything.
I'd say you can still see the creature between the spaces there.
So
of the
can I
Quirins.
still shoot it?
Well, that's
pity
what the
for
cat
yes.
thinks. I'd say with your position right now, probably I'd give it 3/4 cover. But you could move to a point where you would have more direct line of sight.
Like right here?
Like right there.
Okay. I move up, and
Okay.
Zane's trying not to, like, be affected by the Quirins, but it's obviously affecting him.
hmm
And I just want to shoot the big bird thing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Give me a second. I always forget. Plus 11. There's the first.
Okay.
There's the second.
So, with that nat 1, your first one still being a little confused by those Quirins, kind of, you tilt your hand as you see one kind of turn back towards you and kind of smile and tilt its head, very cute, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, think of that gif from that, is it a Blink-182 music video? Buddy with a mustache and blonde hair, like, what? It's kind of got that as you shoot through one of the Quirins, who probably vanishes. The other one does hit, though. So
Okay.
you can roll your damage there, the 1d10 plus 5.
7.
7. That's a nice number. Look at that. As you kind of go, oh crap, what have I done? And you get with that second one kind of on its chest. Creature's not looking too great. Excuse me. So, is that end your turn, Zane?
Yes.
Creature's kind of looking a little heavy, and let me just do a little thing here. 1 second. Computer's being a little silly, so I do apologize. Okay, so it is going to fly this way towards you, Zane, and is going to take a bite attack at you.
Okay.
Just so you know, this attack is with disadvantage because it is poisoned.
Okay.
Does a 12 hit?
No. Holy something actually didn't hit me this time.
There you go. As it kind of comes and it snaps, you hop back for a second, almost kind of collapsing into Mo as it kind of snaps in front of you. That's going to end its turn. Alaster, you are up. What would you like to do? If you're talking, we cannot hear you.
We're gonna go and try.
There we go.
Sorry. I mute myself to be a good little boy. I gotta. Oh, hold on. This is to see if I retained my concentration.
Right?
No, I did not. So I will cast. I will cast Thunderous Smite once again.
Okay.
As my action, and then as my bonus action, or sorry, as my bonus action, cast that, and then as my action, do a there we go, a 20.
Doesn't. No, yeah, 20 hits.
Oh, God. Okay.
It's invigorated by being poisoned.
Six and three. I hope this works. Okay, so I guess that was just for the first one.
Okay.
God. I have so many rerolls to do, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
So that is actually an 8 plus 6, which is math.
14.
Thank you. And then this is thunder damage, which is 5.
Okay.
So 19 total.
Yep. Okay. You watch as your blade hits it, and the blade itself doesn't appear to really dig in too deep, as this is a very hard-skinned creature, and there's not actually a lot of flesh or fat on it. What flesh you do cut through, it almost goes right to bone. However, the boom that follows and the electricity that crackles across this thing's body seem to affect it more than the actual strike itself, as it kind of begins convulsing. It looks real bad.
It also has to make a strength saving throw.
Natural 20.
Okay, so it does not get knocked prone or pushed away.
Oh, pushed away would have been great. That's a shame. All right, anything else from you?
No, that is it.
All right, Equirin.
Do. I'm gonna hit it with the top.
All right, do the thing.
Scoobity bop, gonna hit it with the top.
15.
Does not hit.
A little closer and Sacred Flame.
All right.
Dex save. 18.
That's a 14.
Yay. $13 damage.
Wow, Equirin, you're 2 for 2. As Alaster, you watch as that lightning damage crackles around. Zaz, take your turn, please, because this happens the same time as Quirin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Between Quirin 2 and Quirin 1.
In between the two of them?
Yeah, so I hit both of them.
Okay. So, they have to make dex saves, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. What is your save?
15.
That's what I rolled 2 11s plus 4. So they succeed.
They succeed, so they'll take half of this.
Half damage, all right.
They take 10 damage.
10 damage, all right. Quirin 2 just kind of vanishes. Quirin 1 kind of twists and turns for a second as the form of Quirin vanishes and a small white fox appears. At the same time, the beast to the right of it just kind of winces as the lightning crackles around it. You watch as this grayish, kind of almost opaque flame cuts along where its veins are as the creature just kind of twists and convulses and falls silent to the ground. So Zaz and Quirin, that's your turn. It's now the fox's turn. The fox is going to use its bonus action. And Zaz, you would have the highest passive perception, right?
Yes.
What is it?
17.
17? Okay. It kind of looks for a second and looks up at the sky and vanishes. But Zaz, you do see a small white kind of streak head to the left. We're apparently still in initiative order. Mo, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm just gonna look around and wait. Is
Oh, other Quirin's gone.
okay? I was gonna say
Yeah.
it's query number 3. I'm just gonna turn around and look at Quirin. How did you learn to do that?
Is that your
That's
turn?
it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Zane, you are up.
Zane's just gonna say, "What's going on?" That's it.
All right. Alastair, you saw the lightning bolt in between the two Quirins. You were the closest.
I am going to use Divine Sense.
Okay.
Essentially detect good and evil.
Yep.
Within 60 feet. Do I get the normal pings?
Detect good and evil. Remind me what that would show you exactly.
Detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. You can use this feature 5 times per long rest.
Celestial fiend or undead?
Yes.
Yeah. Normal pings.
Okay.
All right, that ends your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Quirin, is there anything you'd like to do?
Run over to here.
Okay.
See nothing. Run over to here. Still nothing.
Right.
That's
Okay.
my turn.
All right, Zaz, you're up. What would you like to do?
And I'm gonna just try and like actively look for it.
Okay, make a perception check for me. You kind of run out and you look and you see Queer and you're like, there you are. Wait a minute. No, that's not how that worked. You don't see it. All right. Are you guys planning on engaging in any more combat? I should ask.
Nope.
No.
I should specify. Zaz, are you planning on engaging in any more combat? Should we stay in initiative order? Or would you like to stay out of it?
I guess I won't.
You can stay in initiative order. That's perfectly fine.
No, I'll be okay.
Okay. All right. So the beasts are dead. Zaz and Queer and you two have gone looking for this this tiny white thing. What are you guys doing?
Looking for the tiny white thing.
Yeah, just go forward.
Okay.
Guys, that's the ghost that the orc was talking about.
What ghost?
The ghost. You know, I had said before that they were talking. There was an orc who said something about a ghost, and there it is.
Wait.
It was right behind you.
it was. So yeah, Alaska, you saw it just kind of appear between Zane's legs, looking actually a little charred, looking a little scared, and it vanishes again.
I am going to do something. I'm going to sense the wind. That's not an ability I have or anything, but I figured because Platinum Dragon is also a god of the winds, that I might be able to pick up something of this thing moving around.
Make a perception check.
No advantage, huh? Gotcha.
No.
Don't have wind sense.
Hey, you don't know that.
He thinks he do.
Yeah, 20.
Okay. You, tuning into the wind, you do feel a small against your knees, and you look and you do see a kind of shimmering spot at the top of the largest boulder, near where the other creature is dead.
I'm just going to look towards that and just hold out my hand with my palm towards the sky. Kind of like you're waiting for a bird that is probably never going to land on your hand.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh. Huh. 14.
Okay. It kind of slowly comes back into view. It's kind of looking at you, scared, and it kind of turns its head and is looking over at Zaz. It looks a little burnt.
Zane, do you have any, anything tasty? Because I've got this hardtack and jerky.
Let me think. And Zane goes through his bag.
I mean, I don't know what ghosts like to eat.
Zane doesn't have... I don't have anything. I have this, and he has the dust of deliciousness in his hand.
No, it's all right. I'm sure. We'll just try this, and I'll pull out just some rations, and do the. Come here, come on.
Kind of tilts its head for a second. Kind of tilts it back the other way. It's not moving.
I'm going to inch forward. Let's see what it does.
Alright.
Zaz.
Yes?
Do we kill it?
I don't know yet. Can I ready a spell?
Okay.
I want to ready Blight.
Alright.
Oh man, you really plan on killing this thing.
I mean, I don't half-ass this.
You can see Alastair, you see its eyes are kind of looking over to Zaz as Zaz is beginning to slowly do some hand movements.
Okay. I am going to cast... I'm going to cast Aura of Vitality.
Okay.
Healing energy radiates from you in an aura of 30-foot radius. Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you. Centered on you, you can use a bonus action to cause one creature in the aura to regain 2d6 hit points, and then I will use it to heal the white thing, the ghost.
Okay. He kind of looks, and you can see kind of the small burn in its fur begin to close. And it looks and kind of...
The closer you stay to me, the less hurt you'll be from them.
You see its eyes shift, Alastair, from these innocent kind of puppy little oh please don't hurt me eyes to fox eyes. As it turns and it goes, "Oh, they're not gonna hurt me."
Do it! Do it!
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no!
Okay, what level is Blight?
Fourth?
Fourth? It's gonna counterspell at fourth level.
Oh, okay.
I am going to lay on hands until I'm full health.
Just gonna touch yourself?
Yeah, I'm going to touch myself essentially to make myself feel better.
As you do. Creature kind of turns, looks at you and goes, "I'm trying to help."
Then quit darting around and help us. This is the first time I've talked... Wait, this is not the first time I've talked to a ghost.
Ghost?
You're a ghost.
The rest of you can hear this thing speaking, by the way. Am I? Did I die and I didn't know?
Well, I was warned of ghosts, so I'm assuming you're a ghost.
Should I try?
I mean, sure, but
Sorry, I just imagined that was Alastair. That's the sound of Alastair getting an erection in his armor. Ding! Sorry.
What you were saying?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's not really attacking right now, but
Kind of turns and is looking at both of you. Unless you both want to suddenly get very cold, please don't. Kind of turns and it scratches behind its ear. Kind of looks at this. Why are you on my mountain?
Wait, your mountain?
My mountain.
Is it supposed to be the most Wait. You're the most powerful thing on this mountain. Or you believe you own it?
Oh, I do own it.
Do you pay taxes?
Do you?
I just learned about them.
Oh. What was that?
Said Alastair commits tax fraud.
Okay.
So does the fox, apparently.
Kind of looks and goes, I'm the spirit of this mountain. I'm just curious.
We're trying to find people.
Lots of people. Not many stay.
They're about the only ones that probably do.
Right.
They look like him, and I'll gesture to Quirin.
Oh,
or
I
I
know.
assume.
I know.
So they also live on your mountain?
They do.
What do you know about them?
Things.
Can we trust them?
That depends with what?
We've been asked to open lines of negotiation between them and the rest of the kingdom.
Ooh, it's a big job.
I'm going to slowly walk up to the rock, and I'm going to place an origami swan on it in front of the white fox.
It looks at it for a second, kind of bats it with one of its paws. How quaint. What does it do?
I take great pride in this gift I was given, and I figured that you need a gift.
Deception.
I don't see why. I'm telling the truth.
Please.
You take great pride in something you got from booze.
Yeah, I fucking love that thing.
Okay, you can either make deception or persuasion with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because it's skeptical, is the issue here.
Okay. Persuasion. A nat 1? Are you fucking kidding me? That's like the 5th one I've rolled.
You're
been
not-
so
Nice
ready
gods
tonight.
hate me.
It's rough. Kind of
Chest.
looks that's funny. It looks down and goes, "You care that much about folded paper?"
Okay, you kind of called my bluff. I've never really communicated with a god of a whole mountain before, so
I
I'm
didn't
kinda...
say God. I said this was my mountain.
Okay, well now I'm confused.
Good. Kind of looks back towards you, Zane. Tiefling,
Yeah?
why do you travel with Goliath? You know what they'll do to you.
Hear him from a distance.
Well, I suppose this one is my traveling comrade. I guess I'll be careful.
you'll
Zane's
have
kind of
to
at a
be.
loss for words.
Not it. As we learned, it would appear that the Goliaths on your mountain are different than him.
And humans on the other side of the mountain are different than humans down there. Everyone's different depending on where they come from. That's why I came to see what all the commotion was about.
Looks like you almost got eaten. No offense.
Oh no, I let them find me.
That, shape changing ability you have.
Turns into a Laster. Yes.
God, you're pretty.
Turns into Quirin. Thank you.
Oh,
Turns into Zaz. I mean, like this.
Is it only people you've seen?
Turns into a frog. No.
No. Can you change into things you've never seen?
If I can imagine it.
Okay, that...
So what are your intentions on my mountain?
We're just here to speak with the Blood Warriors.
And
We
then?
don't leave.
Really?
We don't want to be on your mountain longer than we need to be. That is our mission. That is all.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright. Oof.
What'd you roll?
No, I was
Oh.
just looking at my modifier.
Should be a -2 for you.
14. Neg 1.
Kind of looks at you and goes, "Huh. All right. Just know that I've been here for a long time," and it kind of turns back into its fox form, and you see its 3 tails come around. I grow a new one of these every 100 years. I've seen a lot of people claim they were just going to leave.
Well, what else do you think we do here?
Yeah, I'd like to know that as well.
It's the problem with those from the prime material plane. You take, and you take, and you take. And you leave nothing else for the lesser beings around you. I don't know if you plan on digging for precious metals and gems. I don't know if you plan to hunt.
I don't have a pick.
You said you know this mountain. How... When you say this mountain, how far does your mountain extend? Like, I'm trying to ask it how, like, the distance.
You know how a mountain has a peak?
Mm.
And you know how a mountain has a base?
Yes.
Everywhere in between.
Are there manticores on your mountain?
Not for a long time. However, and it kind of gestures down over the cliff. If you head to that area there, you may find where they moved to. I made a deal with them about 200 years ago for better hunting.
You what?
I made a deal with a manticore to move their peoples far away for better hunting for everybody.
It was that, or endure your wrath, I suppose.
Wrath is such a strong word. It's
Fury?
punishment.
Vengeance?
No, punishment. I do not hate those that take. I understand why things take. Internalized greed, survival. But if that can be avoided, I'd prefer it. Well then, I'd say you have a day and a half travel left. Kind of looks side to side. I'll be watching.
If we would like to converse with you again, is there a way you would prefer to be contacted?
No.
Okay.
You said that things on this mountain that affect the balance.
Kind of looks over to Zaz and goes, "You're very good with lightning."
What I posted in random fun, I feel still applies, but
Yep.
The jerk off? Yeah.
yeah.
Kind of nods and goes, "Interesting. Goodbye." Just completely ignoring that you're speaking, Mo. Just kind of vanishes.
Mountain gods. Or spirit. Guardian?
Let's leave this place.
I'm just glad it didn't turn into me.
It's creepy.
Or me.
Still an opportunity, as it appears beside you. Zane has a double of you. and vanishes quickly.
Zane falls to the ground, like yelps and falls to the ground.
I just look at Zane. Mountain snake? Are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm gonna start walking.
All right.
I'm going to pick up the origami swan on the ground, look at it for one last time, and put it back on the rock. Carry it.
All right. So you guys are all heading down? Heading forward?
Yep.
Yes.
All right. That's where we're going to take our break. So, welcome back, everybody. So, John, if you want, you can put the map to,
Already
just
did.
Dragontail Coast one. Perfect. And because I know you forget, put
Yep.
that
Yep.
toolbar up.
Every time.
I know. It is what it is. Oh no, people know that we're using map tools, despite the fact that there's the emblem in the corner.
It just looks pretty.
It do. So, Devil's Advocates, you are now leaving the mountain pass, and you're finding yourselves walking along this kind of cliff face edge for a little bit. So, thinking back to what the White Fox told you, you have a day and a half travel before you encounter the Bloodkrieger. So, whoever's leading the pack, could I get you to make a survival check or a perception check or whatever?
Perception.
Doing perception? All right, go ahead. Well, I'm in random fun and watching somebody pretend to jerk it. There we go.
Another nat 1. 7. Been out of the ones.
There has
God,
been an unreasonable amount of ones.
that is brutal, guys. Like that's rough. All right. You look around and for the life of you, you cannot find another one of those circular markings that you were following. You kind of look off to the side and you see a piece of stone that appears to have been clipped off or broken off recently. And you kind of surmise that the marking was probably on that.
Gonna look around to see if I can find any piece of stone.
Looking around, you get real close to the stone and you realize that you're right at the edge. And you kind of gather that whatever knocked this off, possibly the beings that you just killed, the stone face had gone off the side of the cliff.
Alright, from here I have no idea if anybody else has a plan or something.
My plan requires you sit for an hour.
Nothing better.
Unfortunately, those birds. That's a loose term. Apparently on the mountain, things that fly is a wide range. But it ate mine, so luckily it can't truly die. It just, I go to the store, I buy a bunch of incense.
Okay.
So I need
how
an hour.
How much incense do you need?
I have it, but it just, it's the spell that takes longer than
Then sit and start going. We have nothing but time.
Yeah, it might be
Alright.
better for you to scout ahead.
Should we make a temporary camp here then?
I mean, it is a nice plateau.
Too
This is
open.
a
Be
plateau,
here for
right?
now.
It is better if we have some sort of cover.
Okay, so we'll travel for a bit, find some place that's a little bit safer to stay in, and I'll sit down.
I'll keep an eye out for a cave, or an overhang.
Same.
Okay, well, first things first. Who is leading you guys to the safer area?
Me?
Okay, roll a d4.
Four.
Okay. look around for a bit, and that's weird. You look around for a bit, and you do end up finding what looks like some sort of seismic activity may have split some rocks, and there's about a 8-foot drop down between this kind of split area of the earth. It's like a mini ravine almost, and you can kind of gather that this is probably safe enough. It's got some shade and whatnot. You're able to hop on down there, and Mo, I assume you begin casting the ritual to resummon your familiar.
Yeah, I'll pull out
Okay.
my book and my charcoal and my incense and
Your infants?
Your infants. Oh my
Yep.
god.
that's a different type of spell.
Oh my god. Anywho, all right. So you begin the ritual. So while you're doing that, the rest of you, this will take an hour. So this will count as a long rest. So if anyone wants to use hit die
A short rest.
or anything like that,
A short
Sorry,
rest.
short rest. I did say long. A short rest. You are correct. So if anyone wants to use hit die or anything like that, regain spell slots if you're a warlock.
How do you use hit die again?
So you have a number equal to your spell, so your level. Just talking myself in circles, and you roll them and add your con modifier to each, and that's how many hit points you regain. But you use up the hit dice.
How many hit die do I have? I don't
9.
know.
You should have 98.
Okay, so I roll how many ever d8 that I want, and then
Yep.
I heal that amount?
Yeah, plus your con for each. So what's your constitution?
Jeez, give me a second.
Yeah, no worries.
+3.
Plus 3. So you roll how many hit dice are you rolling?
2.
Okay, so you'd roll 2d8 plus 6. And that's how much you'll heal.
Okay.
All right. And just mark down that you did use those hit dice. You regain a set amount of them every long rest. We'll cover that when we get to it. All right. Is there anything you four, I should say, with the exception of Mo, because he's a little busy, anything you guys would like to do during your 1 hour?
I'm going to scout around a little bit and see if I can find anything.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check with disadvantage. Because you did go off course.
Yep. $15.
Let's see here. What's my DC? Okay. You do end up finding one. It's a distance away. Quirin is gone for maybe about 15 minutes, and at that point, Quirin is when you find it, and it takes you about another 15 minutes to find your way back.
Yep.
But you do end up finding the next marker. Rest of you, anything else you'd like to do during your hour? Your hour lunch break?
Not really.
No?
I'm just gonna. Is it all rock here or?
Rock and dirt. There's a little bit of like wildflowers and stuff on occasion. They look a little dry and rough and tumble for flowers. Mountain.
I'm gonna kind of sit down and just kind of focus on the wind that's coming through this side of the mountain. And
Okay.
For a while.
All right.
And then I'm going to take out the pen I have and start kind of doodling in the dirt.
Okay. Make a performance check.
Okay.
Ooh, what am I doing here? There we go.
15.
15. Yeah, it's pretty good for a dirt doodle.
It's there's a couple different things. There's I draw like the bellows, which is my platinum dragon kind of symbol. And I try and recreate the heads of the things that we just killed, but I have to wipe that out of the dirt. And then I start drawing like a tiefling woman. And then wipe that out of the dirt.
Can we roll to determine how good at art you are?
He did. It was a 15.
Oh, I missed it.
Yeah. Rolled that performance check. That's what that was. He's not bad. Like, he's not getting into Chelsea Art School, but it's all right. Like a solid 85 in like grade 10 art class.
You can tell that I probably spent a lot of time in school when I should have been paying attention doodling.
All right. Zaz, anything you want to do over the next hour?
Nope, just keep an eye out.
All right. So an hour later, a familiar appears in the form of a
Same thing.
raven. Gotcha. Mo kind of packs his stuff up, and what are you guys doing?
Leading them back to where I found it.
Okay. Begin leading the group back. And eventually, you do find the stone that you had noted before.
Just send your bird up and make sure we're not going to be surprised by anything.
Sounds simple enough, and I'll give it that instruction and look through its eyes and try and find shit.
All right, so go ahead and make a perception check using the Raven's stats.
Luckily, I have that.
While we're waiting for this,
Oh!
Jesus.
So many. You having fun?
it's a bit-
I'm about to. So, Mo, you fly up in the air with your raven, and you're kind of looking, and your raven's head turns, and you see a massive eagle come flying towards your raven.
Snap.
Okay. You're snapping it out of existence?
Yeah, snap.
Make a dex save to see if you react in time.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna kill that fucking familiar. You kind of go to, oh shit, but just as you do, there's just this above you, and the rest of you hear this as you look up and you see this fucking eagle just the raven in the air. Mo, did you roll for your raven's health? You have to.
Yeah.
So roll for its health.
It has a -1 to its health.
It would, yes.
Come on, 1.
3.
3.
That's actually the max it could have.
Let's see, eagle. You know what? Roll for initiative. Add the Raven's Dex modifier.
Oh, okay.
Did you roll another 1?
I don't want to answer that.
So the eagle wins initiative, obviously. What is the armor class of the Raven?
12.
Rolls a 10, so it doesn't hit.
Oh fuck.
It goes to swoop in. What's the Raven doing? Does the Raven have any attacks?
Yeah.
If it's his turn, can he pop him out of existence?
Yes, he can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use its 50. What did I close?
Well, you can pop it out of existence if you like. It is now the Raven's
Yeah, I'll
turn.
just pop it.
Okay.
out of existence.
You pop it out of existence, and the rest of you look up as there's just this very confused eagle above you.
of this
No
mountain.
luck. No luck. The local birds aren't.
It's best to be careful. Let's continue.
Oh my god. Oh man, that sucks, guys.
It's
I'm
a night
sorry.
of queer and rolls. I love it.
It is. It is. Everyone feels your pain. Oh, that's glorious. That's fucking glorious. So you guys are carrying on, following the path. You travel for the rest of the day until sunset. Eventually, it starts getting dark, and you find yourselves becoming tired.
Look for an alcove or something.
Yep. Yeah, easy enough to do. And I say at this point, you guys have kind of caught on to the routine that you need to do. And you set up camp. So, who'd like to take first watch?
I will.
Okay. Who's taking second watch?
I will.
Okay. And Mo and Zane?
Sure.
Oh, excuse me. I apologize for everyone who heard that in stereo. And third watch?
I will.
I'll take.
Okay, the rest of them. Zaz, what portion of the night are you going to be resting? First, second, or third?
First.
The first? Okay, so you will be awake during second watch. All right, so first watch. Alastair, make a perception check.
4.
At the mercy of my dice.
Yeah.
Alastair, as you sit there silently waiting, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. I really have to change my macros. Not great at wisdom save.
20 plus 10.
Okay, you feel... The only way to describe it is something tugging at your soul. But ultimately, you kind of push it off for a second. You find that a little ridiculous, but...
I'm gonna look around to see if I see any white flashes of this spirit energy.
Yeah, I'll group that in with your previous perception check. No.
Okay.
Not with a 4. But other than that little weird experience you have, your watch passes without much difficulty. You wake up, Mo and Zane. Zaz, you're mulling about at this point as well. Mo and Zane, make your perception checks.
11.
Okay.
$21.
Mercy of my dice.
Androgynous Rodney Piper, right?
Yes, why?
Somebody asked in chat.
Oh. Androgynous Roddy Piper, yes. Yeah, you're Sorry, I just looked at chat. Yeah, your watch passes pretty uneventful. Is there anything you two would like to do in the 4 hours that you spend together in the moonlight?
Zane's visibly paranoid.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Mo, anything from you?
I'm trying to sketch that. I almost got murdered as a raven by a eagle.
Fair enough. There's a cat there as well, apparently. All right. So your watch passes without much difficulty. Final watch of the night, Zaz and Quirin. Quirin, you wake up and you hit your head on the rocks. You fall back asleep.
Perception?
All right. Perception, yes, from both of you, please.
17.
Jesus.
23.
All right. nothing really happens. Somewhere a lullaby plays.
It'll light up a unicorn cigarette.
Yep.
And no, even with all the death and happening, I truly love the mountains.
That's nice.
You know what's interesting though?
Huh.
That weird fox thing. It reminds me of a story my father told me as a kid. It would change into other things, would shape the same way, you know, other Goliaths would take, and then they would disappear and never be heard from again. Just my dad.
Shame.
I like talking to you. You're fun.
Thank you, Gordon.
Just silence the rest of the night.
Oh, man. Welcome to Therapy with Zaz. Don't ever do it. All right.
Gord enjoyed it.
All the while, I'm just imagining Quir and like this giant bald man in armor just smoking a cigarette, but he's doing the two-finger thing, like, I miss my father.
Yeah.
You're not a Frenchman.
Let this shit get to know this.
Talking with you, Zaz.
All right. Okay. I appreciate it. All right. So, you all wake up in the morning. It's kind of an overcast day. Looks like it might rain soon. What are you guys doing?
Let's keep moving. It's best to move within the rain. Sound is dampened. Just watch your footing. Gonna start stepping out.
All right.
Follow behind.
Yep.
All right. So, whoever's leading the pack, make your survival check. You know what? For the sake of this, 1 second here.
Uh-huh.
Roll 3.
Yep.
Can I roll one?
Sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Hooray.
I'll be back in 1 minute, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
1 and 15.
Okay.
10.
This is great.
Jesus. You guys begin walking, and you walk for maybe about an hour in the direction of the marker that you had been following last, and eventually you hear like a crack of thunder and a flash of lightning, and it begins to rain. And mountain rain's a little bit different than plains rain. It sounds like a cat.
Being strangled.
My cats are fighting. I apologize.
No, it's the dog.
Oh, the dog's getting in the face of the cat? Good. I'll roll initiative for that later. Regardless, eventually the rain comes down and kind of changes the entire color of the mountains around you as all the rocks begin getting darker as they get wet. And you look around, and through the rain, and with the stones being very, very wet and a lot of their contrast being different, you cannot see another marker for the life of you. And eventually, you and Zaz both kind of stand there for a bit, and you're looking around, and you kind of follow in the direction you were going, trying to find it, but you cannot locate any markers at all. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna take my shield, put it over my head, and then cast light on it.
Okay.
Try to look around. There might be something.
I'm gonna look around for something.
I'm gonna stop and close my eyes and try and quote unquote sense.
They're not one!
Oh my god!
What?
What the fuck are you doing?
What is happening?
Oh my god.
Oh, this is lovely.
Hold on. I might have a gift this time.
The rare DM gif.
Oh, the rare DM gif. Ooh.
Nice.
Is that Spaceballs?
It's baseball.
We found shit.
You guys appear completely lost in the rain on a mountain. Jesus, guys.
I don't know. I'm at a bit of a loss.
It's best not to wander around like this. We need to find someplace to rest.
I just stand under Quirin and the shield.
Not so close.
He's like, he's right in your business. Oh,
yeah, he is
whoa,
snuggling.
you're back? Just so you're
Yeah.
aware, there was a whole bunch of nat ones. Now you guys are hopelessly lost in the rain.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh.
Oh,
how did we get here? How did this?
Oh.
I don't know, maybe send your bird up in the rainstorm. See what happens.
well,
You just start looking around for a place to get out of the rain.
very quietly, I'm gonna go. But that's where the lightning live.
Stop snuggling.
You're dry.
Eh.
Now step out into the rain again.
Not only is the rain cold, but so is the feeling of your friend rejecting you.
1, he's smaller than me. 2, he's not a woman. 3, I don't think that he can crush me into dirt. No snuggling.
All right, strength check. Let's do this.
What are you guys doing? Not
for a
cuddling.
place to
I'm not.
rest.
I'm not rolling for cuddles.
No, I'm not going to. I will take his shove and stand in the rain.
Okay.
More like a palm to the face.
Oh, actually, could you guys just give me 1 second here? I apologize.
I leave for like 3 minutes, and you guys are hopelessly lost. How on brand?
For tonight, it's on brand.
Ah.
Now it's more.
No clown noises.
Ah!
Oh my god! Ah!
Everybody drink your water. Just stay hydrated because of the cat.
Sorry, the cat just jumped onto my back, digging her claws into me.
She didn't like it.
You're evil.
They come for the promise of some D&D storytelling, and they stay for the cat noises.
Did I hear the spoolie segment?
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes, you did.
I don't
One
know
of
what
us
you're
lies,
talking
and one of us
about.
tells the truth.
One of us is a bitch.
All right. Well, that's something I'll have to explain later. Anywho, so you guys are doing what? Looking for somewhere to rest in the rain?
Yeah, somewhere to get out of the rain.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Can we, just one of us, or?
Whoever's looking.
Just did. 13.
Oh, look.
Zane will.
Okay.
Is my perception +2? Yeah.
No, I didn't find anything.
15.
15. Zane is the one who eventually finds it, with Quirin shortly after, finding a very shallow cave that goes maybe 30 feet back.
Guys, cave.
I'm gonna stand out in the rain and look longingly at Quirin for a little bit too long.
Just get inside and dry up.
Alright,
The
fine.
cave bottoms out at 30 feet.
Yeah, it's about 30 feet back. It's
Okay.
actually rather dark at the back of the cave.
Gonna cancel light on my shield, pick up a stone, and toss it back there.
Okay, with light on it?
Yep.
You find a body.
Hello?
Oh.
Gonna
Is
go-
it fairly like fresh or is it like old?
It's pretty rotted.
Gonna go over and look at it. Can I tell what killed it?
Well, the fact that it's missing a head is your first clue.
Yeah, so was it cut off, teared off, just bitten off?
Teared?
Yeah, torn off.
Torn? Okay, I'll make a medicine check.
Suck a dick.
That's how he died.
20.
20? It appears to have been sliced off. Yeah, it's a pretty clean cut.
Anything else around it or on its body?
Not really. It's wearing some very tattered kind of mountain-going clothes. Important to note, it is a shade of, like, a kind of lighter shade of red and has a tail.
I assume tiefling?
That'd be a safe assumption.
Zane looks visibly disturbed.
That would be a good segue to the conversation we must have next.
Sorry, DM. What clothing is this tiefling wearing?
What could be kind of described as like cargo-like pants. A very coarse material with a number of different pockets and whatnot. It was wearing some rather tattered-looking leather boots, as well as is wearing what at one point was probably a rather nice woolen overcoat, and just kind of a light linen shirt underneath. Looks like it was very much prepared to be in the mountains.
If it was killed, why here?
Because they found a tiefling and decided to chop its head off.
Zane's silent.
So, like, you think, like, a scouting party did this?
Fairly certain the Goliath did this. It was a clean cut, so that means they used sharp tools.
It was probably doing what we're doing right now, and they came in and did the deed and then left.
So this means
We will try our best for this not to happen to you.
There is another option I was thinking of. We have Zane polymorph. Oh, wait. Yeah, we have Zane polymorph himself into something other than tiefling.
Oh, don't worry, I already thought of that. However,
right.
it only
Wait,
lasts for so long.
Right. Now, this is the fun part. You polymorph me into a tiefling.
Why would we do that?
Because I'm your prisoner, and you've come to give me to them as some sort of, like, hey, offering. And then when they try to do something, Shazam, I'm not a tiefling anymore. And then I haven't thought that far
Something you must understand. If we go to this tribe going, alright, here is something, and it's a trick, they do not take kindly to that, and we will all end up dead. That's why the enchanting that one weapon over for an hour, not a good idea. Your idea is, you're coming up with some which is decent, but they all will end up with us pretty much dead. Zane has his ways of disguising himself or changing, which is for the best, and if you can find a spot to get inside and quietly hide, much like the cat can, that would be best. But the scrap of fabric, I'm going to need that.
I don't think we should give it to them.
I don't want to give it to them either. It can be used for something that I personally want to do. But the point stands. If they have people that know of magical artifacts, know of how to use them, that means they can detect them. And if we go there with something less powerful, or they find that, that is going to end us with us dead. I do not want to give it away, and they will probably try to take my mantle as well. This is dangerous.
Well, I understand that we need to be respectful, you know, us being in their territory, but at a certain point, we need to, you know, make them understand that we are representatives of another power. And I've heard a lot of I've heard a lot of stories from my father, and the one thing that was always established was the deep taboo of killing people that bear messages. It never ends up well for the people that do it.
If they're killing tieflings on sight, I don't think they care about messages.
Well,
I will try to give them the boat first, which I need to take.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
I really want to say the word. But we're in kind of a small space, and that's not. Anyway. Corinne, before. I'm willing to offer up Amalthea. If you tell me what you want to do with the fabric.
You can keep the unicorn whip. I've said before that I need to go to the astral plane. That is where my god is sending me. I know not for or why, but I need to go there. And that is a very dangerous tool to use, but it has the possibility of getting us there. That, and if we do give it to them, and we're going to be there for a while, we can probably just take it when we leave.
That is true.
It would probably not garnish us any points with, you know, the diplomatic stuff, but would give us an option to also take the weird deck of card things that they were given last time.
Well, surely they've been collecting magical items for generations.
No idea. It would probably depend on the leaders and their decisions.
I'm gonna get up and kind of go out to the mouth of the cave and kind of look out and see if I can see anything or specifically the kitsune creature.
Make a perception check.
Take it, Daffodil.
Disadvantage, it's raining.
Yes.
Sorry. That's something in my throat today, so I'm drinking water. It's not doing much.
A 5.
It's raining real hard.
I'm just gonna stay at the mouth of the cave for a while.
Alright. So what are you guys doing?
Waiting until it lets up a little bit.
Okay. Takes about 3 to 4 hours of heavy rain. Eventually it lets up and becomes a light drizzle. You still kind of hear the rumble of thunder on occasion, but it doesn't begin pouring again.
Yep, gonna start back towards where we got lost and try and figure out where we're going.
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check with disadvantage, please.
$18.
Oh, it's a good thing it's disadvantage, eh?
Huh.
Hey, look at that 20. Too bad it don't count. Yeah, 18. Yeah, you're able to eventually, through the light rain, you do see one of the markers. It's very faint, but you do see it.
Alright, follow it.
All right. You begin following, but having lost a couple of hours on this particular kind of mountain pass or this kind of clear area of stone, you can kind of guess that you're probably not going to make it to the Blood Creek today. You travel for a while, and even though it's raining, you are able to find markers less frequently than you had before, pointing in the direction you're heading. And eventually, you see up ahead, you see a number of what appears to be spears sticking out of the ground with something round on the end. It's just past that point of your vision where you can see detail, but you can't see shape.
Gonna slow us down and try and find a place to rest up for the night.
Okay.
I thought we were gonna keep going.
Yeah. This is getting right around dusk, isn't it?
At this point, yeah, you're getting close to dusk.
Mo, the last thing we want to do is show up unannounced right before bedtime.
With a tiefling.
In the middle of the night.
Well-
Didn't even bring a bottle of wine.
I've got 13 pints of corpse cider.
Oh, I'm laughing for a reason you guys can't know. Oh, all right.
Mo, how about you and I take first watch?
Sure.
All right. So, first watch, Mona Laster.
Is this at this
Perception.
still?
At this point, the rain is kind of... It's just a light drizzle at this point, so I'll just say straight rolls.
14.
Okay.
19.
Okay. Huh. Jesus, cat.
You're gonna have to make that into some sort of like omniscient god or something.
I'll just have to give you guys a cat. That's what I'll have to do.
I think we should just do a compilation of cat meows throughout the
The
stream.
wailing cat
Like
of the
I
astral
said,
plane.
like I said, they come for the D&D action, they stay for the cat sound.
Yeah. It's just kind of ASMR. Mo, you swear you see something move in the night. It's a cat. No. You see something move in the night, but as you turn to look, it is gone.
There's something out there.
How there's lots of
That
exactly.
crazy orc was right.
What about the ghosts? But she said it wasn't a ghost, so I think I don't know.
Yes, but that.
Now there was something that happened when I did watch the other day. Whenever they all
the
kind of
fog-
bleed together in the mountain.
The fox isn't a ghost, but I think there's something here. There's a little too much going on. Us here, this. Oh, I don't know.
Have you felt like your soul's being sucked from your body?
No, that's a strange sensation.
Well, that happened the last time I did watch, and not in the good way.
That took a second.
Have you been drinking that cider again?
No, but that's an excellent point. Maybe I should do that.
I've had a bad enough day as is. I am not going to partake.
I'm going to grab a pint of cider,
Okay.
and I'm gonna down that bad boy, and I'm going to fail that con save.
Okay. Roll a D100.
Ooh, spooky. $25.
No spirit appears to you. But you feel as if there is definitely something that you have been made aware of on this mountain. You can't describe it, but it goes from this usual feeling of, seeing this spectral ancestor to this, which is this feeling that there is something massive looming over you. But as you look around, you do not see anything.
I'm going to use Divine Sense.
Okay?
So yeah, anything within 60 feet that is Celestial Fiend Undead, or good and evil.
Nothing.
Okay.
You find that odd because usually they would give off an undead vibe. You know that.
Yeah.
There is something very odd.
Well, in a tipsy kind of feeling, I'll just kind of get up and go towards the bedroll and leave Mo to his own.
Okay. Rest of your watch passes without much. Who do you guys wake up for second watch?
I didn't wake up anybody.
Okay.
I'll
Mo, who
wake
you
up. I'll wake up Corin.
Okay. Zaz, at this point, you are awake as well.
Okay.
Quirin, you know what happens.
Sit down. Smoke a
Before
cigarette.
I go to bed, Alastair was right. There's something out there. I don't know what, but I don't know. And I'm just, flop on my bedroll and go to bed.
All right. You guys can go ahead and make your perception checks.
21.
23.
You both are kind of looking out, and simultaneously your eyes both fall on the same kind of point. What's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like almost like a indent of where the stone is, and you both kind of look, and you both see the shine of the moonlight on a pair of eyes, and they promptly vanish.
Being this close to the tribe, think I should go out there?
Yeah, probably.
If you hear a noise, start waking everybody up.
Yep.
I grab my shield, kind of psych myself up a little bit,
Okay.
and start heading out.
All right.
I go towards the spot that I saw the eyes.
Walk over there, and there doesn't appear to be anything.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for a little while longer.
Okay. Doesn't appear to be anything.
Come back to the cave.
Okay.
Just to warn Zane when you wake him up.
Yep.
All right. Rest of your watch passes without incident.
I'm gonna curl to bed. Pick up Zane.
All right. Zane, you are awoken.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a perception check. Zaz, are you going to participate or?
Yeah.
Okay.
8.
Okay.
22.
22.
Zane, keep an eye out. We saw something earlier.
Okay.
Zaz, as you say that, you look and there's a shape kind of moving slowly where you saw the eyes previously.
Is it still raining?
At this point, no. It's like it's still kind of got that rain smell in the air, like it's damp, but it's not raining anymore.
Okay. I'm gonna point in the direction where I saw the eyes and where I kind of see like the shape of it. And just point in that direction, like that's where we saw it.
Zane's like looking back and forth, visibly nervous.
Your watch goes by tensely. But eventually the morning does come. And everyone is able to wake up.
Did anybody get the feeling last night that something wasn't right?
There was something watching us.
Wait, you saw something out there?
Yep.
Over there. No point.
Zane is like pacing.
I was
Zane.
about to make a really bad pun.
Zane,
Hmm?
I promise that nothing will happen to you.
How do you know that?
I will die before anything happens to you.
Then we'll both die.
None of us have died yet.
Alright, you kind of got me there.
Didn't you, technically?
No.
I thought you said that the Raven Queen brought you back after you had died.
I'm trying to think of what you're talking about.
And so am I.
It was like way back.
Okay, we'll take your word for it.
Yeah.
The way back machine.
Either way, put up your hoods. Try to cover up your skin as much as possible. Let's go.
All right. At this point, it's not difficult to find the path. So survival checks will not be required. As you begin following the site of these spikes in the ground, and as you get closer, as I'm sure the party has gathered at this point, you notice that the bulbous circular things at the end are heads. Zane, the first one is very hard to look at, as you surmise that it's the head missing from the body found previously. Tiefling. Probably in mid-30s. Shorter ones. And you head up the path, and you begin seeing quite a number of heads, actually. Not all of them tiefling. Many are dwarven. Some are halfling. Quite a few humans. Appears to be just either there is a warning or for show. Eventually, the stone kind of gives way to a more worn down gravel-like path as you find yourself beginning to see smoke from fires rising just ahead of you.
How far are we?
At this point, you're probably, I'd say, a good hour's travel away.
Okay.
Yep. So at this point, you guys have laid eyes on what could be the domicile of the Bloodkrieger. What would you guys like to do?
Zane, do you want my cloak?
Yes.
I'll take it off.
Zane is absolutely just panicked.
There is a piece that I have not been talking about that I am worried of.
You're sharing this now?
Well, it would not have helped us either way.
And what is it that you have left out?
When the man came back, he was the chosen of Thur's Dune.
Wait, what?
That's what he told us. All is tied. He came back after a meeting with the tribe as the chosen of Thur's Dune and stole a boat.
Well, at this point, I don't believe it changes anything because I'm not going back.
Exactly. So, Master?
So your
Yes.
your tribe worships Bane, and theirs worships Thur's-Dune.
Maybe. I do not know. So, keep your lips shut, keep your tongue tied, and let's hope that they aren't.
Zane has the cloak over his head.
Okay.
It's if I look at it, is it billowing dramatically?
No. It is definitely not.
Like wrapped up as tight as could be.
It's like anti-billowing. Like it's not moving with any wind. Like if it was a dick, it'd be full it'd be full fucking shrinkage right now.
Full condom.
Yeah. All right. So what are you guys doing?
Keep moving.
All right. Eventually you get an eyesight and you're not sure what you were expecting. You're not sure if you were expecting some kind of hidden El Dorado city of gold. You're not sure if you were expecting rough tents or caves or whatnot, but you're caught off guard as you get closer. What you see is a city, more or less, closer to maybe a small hamlet, as each house appears to be carved out of stone. Bricks are laid, and it's a very think like Adobe hut, kind of like, not Adobe hut, but like that very smooth stone, very rectangular, very utilitarian kind of architecture, as well as there is a wall that surrounds the city. If you were to hazard a guess, possibly somewhere between 6 to 8 feet tall. Maybe for privacy, definitely not a wall meant for defending. And in the center of the city, there is a larger building that's architecture doesn't exactly match the rest. It's very circular and swirling and very ornate as it kind of reaches up to possibly 2 to 3 times the height of the other buildings.
Zane would like to cast Disguise Self.
Right? Yep.
Okay.
What do you look like?
Just a blonde elf, like
Okay.
he's done before.
Okay, yeah, your blonde elf persona. Gotcha. You get closer and you see 2 Goliaths with spears standing outside the entrance of the wall.
Wave over at them as I'm walking up.
Zane is shaking.
They don't move.
I'm gonna stick beside Zane, pretty close.
I'll
Walking.
stick beside Quirin.
Alright. You eventually make it to the gate. It's interesting. These Goliaths, different than Queer. The same height, but closer to perhaps Banoon's build. Very bulked up, almost comedically muscle bound. Lots of heavy tattooing and heavy scarring on both of them. They wear simple, almost like centurion armor, if it was made out of just leathers. And they stand there and they're looking upon you five, not saying a word.
We have come to talk to your chieftain.
They kind of look at each other. He's expecting ya. Come
I'm
in.
just looking at Quirin.
Alright. As we're walking, can I check out their tattoos?
Sure.
Anything that stands out or anything interesting?
Make an Arcana check or Religion check. Arcana will be straight. Religion will be at advantage.
At advantage?
Yeah.
$20.
One sec here. Let me check my notes. Yeah, you recognize them. Black chains spiraling down the arms. Counterclockwise.
Yep.
You know that counterclockwise spinning black chains is the sign of Tharizdun.
Not gonna say anything, just keep walking.
Okay. You walk into the city, and it appears rather lively. There's a number of men and women and children, Goliaths, going about their business. A very utilitarian kind of atmosphere. There's not a lot of what appears to be play or leisure, but there's a lot of tanning of hides. There's you can hear the clanging of metal. You can see other Goliaths bringing chunks of meat in large kind of woven baskets to another hut with smoke coming out of it that you assume is for smoking and for keeping. And eventually, you are led into that central building, the one with the circles and this kind of a spire. And as you enter, it's very different. Whereas outside is very kind of warm, muted colors, inside's very cold. And it appears as if the area has been painted black or maybe a dark brown. And you're let in, and as the two guards enter the mouth of this building, they gesture for you five to walk by.
Going.
You walk by, and there's a very simple curtain made of animal hide. And as you enter, there's a very lean-looking Goliath sitting on kind of a what would be best to describe it? Almost like a large cushion, perhaps, with his back up against what appears to be some kind of uprooted tree trunk. Kind of sits there as you five enter. Goes, go ahead, sit.
Sit down in front of him.
Rest of you.
cautiously toss it beside Quirin.
Zane lowers himself and kneels.
Do the same as Zane.
Same.
He's kind of surveying all of you. So then, Banun dead?
Closest thing to exile.
Then who do you be then?
Her son. Quirin. Thank you, Mo.
Quirin. I suppose then this be a meeting of two chieftains.
If I may.
You may not.
Oh? Please.
I will hold my tongue, but it's not just...
As I was saying, this be a meeting of two chieftains. Not his escorts.
I'm not an escort.
That's nice. As I was saying.
Sorry for my companion's tongue.
He's not carefully be losing it real soon.
So who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
Your mother not tell you of me?
My mother told me little.
I could have been your father. He kind of shrugs back and kind of cracks his bones a little bit. Ugh. Eliok.
It's nice to meet you, Iliok.
Same.
So, please.
You've been traveling through the mountain a couple days now. You got real close to us last night and you sat down in your camp. You scared?
I found it's best not to travel in dark without knowing where or who you're meeting.
Yeah. So what be the purpose of your visit?
We have been contracted by the king to try and open up borders and communication with you.
You're here.
He wants us to get you to send an emissary to contact his people in the outside world. If you be so willing.
Kind of sits back, kind of scratches at this very thin, almost like male pattern baldness beard. If that makes sense. It's kind of almost like receding back behind his jawline. What benefit would that be having? Is there anything you can be telling me now as to why I should bother?
From what I understand, the entire area of Dragentail is not exactly being bombarded, but opening up to different planes of existence. We have encountered many on the way here, and had to kill many, many things not of this plane.
He kind of reaches kind of beside his cushion, pulls out a very thin-looking deck of cards, and kind of begins just absentmindedly shuffling it.
As I am to understand, I believe the king wants to speak to you, work to help to ensure that people stay safe. Oh? Has he discussed with you of anything that he wishes
He just simply wishes to begin communications. If whatever direction they may be, he just sent us here to provide a gesture. As I'm not sure if you're aware, but the Goliath hunters are rampant. Lots of things are.
The big birds. Yeah. We know the big birds. Make
My-
good stone.
It is my. How do I put this? My brother-in-law, the king, is a decent man.
Oh, you big family then.
He took in my sister at a time in which
I did not ask for your backstory.
It is best to keep things quick and to the point. Thank you, Mo. We are to understand that there's a sort of payment as passage into this tribe. From one Voodoo Zulu.
Eh. Alright.
I'm gonna take out the boat, put it in front of him.
You bring me a box.
I bring you a transportable boat. Don't know if it can help you much in the mountains, but it is very good for small river vessels or quick trips. And it doesn't take much to carry it around, as you've seen.
I don't be thinking we need to be opening any communications. I think we're doing just fine.
For now.
Yeah. For now.
But I can tell you, even with communication lines open, it was very easy to wipe out my tribe.
His eyes kind of slowly move to Alastair.
I will nod at him.
So they're all dead then.
Except for me and Banun.
Eh.
Which, if I may be a bit candid, it is very strange to see a male as the chieftain.
Kind of looks back to you very quick. Oh, don't be thinking that this place runs like yours.
I would very much like to know what you mean. It's been a long time since I've been in a tribe.
He starts sniffing.
Yes.
Okay. You're not, you're not like your mother.
My mother is bull-headed and difficult to get around.
Oh. I mean where her allegiance is, if that be the word.
I understood.
Kind of looks at Mo. Death. Interesting. Looks over at you, Zaz. Rot. Very interesting. Looks at Alastair. Ooh. Muhammad. Kind of looks over the blonde elf. And I'm not going to even be smelling that one. Leans in real close. And meows. Leans in real close. And goes, I don't want the stench of Asmodeus in my nostrils.
Thank you for not sending out the hunting party.
I did. However, you be traveling as a pack. Drop the illusion. You insult me.
Then,
Zane's shaking.
if you wanted us dead, we'd be dead. Drop it.
Zane hesitates and he drops it.
So, what do we be doing now then?
Well, that is up to you. We are here for a reason. Is there any way to help push that reason along?
Oh, I'm not going to be sending an emissary. I have no reason to. But what I will do, because I'm curious of your fate. He leans in, Quir, and at this point he's like maybe 6 inches from your face. He goes, because you and me have something in common, brother. How would you like to pick a card?
I'm gonna lift up my hand. And I'm gonna take one from the deck.
And we'll find out what card.
No!
next week.
Oh, fuck!
Because I think everyone in this chat room knows what deck that is.
God.
You know what, DM? Suck my deck.
Oh, that card could be many things.
One fuck up and we're
Shut
dead.
up!
One fuck up and we're dead.
So that's where we're gonna pick up next week with Quirin drawing from that. So there's not much more that can be said tonight other than Bonne nuit.
Bon.
Bon.
Ennui.